What's up, everyone? Drew, aka Catching Rockets here. I hope y'all are having a good day. I will start out by saying I do have some pretty nice option setups for you guys. We'll cover those first after I say a little something. Um, I never want to make this channel like political or religious or anything like that, but what happened today is tragic, and I'm sure everybody knows what I'm talking about with Charlie Kirk. Um, I'm not gonna like give my stance on it, but it doesn't really matter if you're a supporter or not, or if you agree with what he says or don't agree with what he says. But to literally like end somebody's life that seems to be a genuinely decent person, that just goes around and debates with people is absurd. And this might sound silly because I don't know him, but like I have a heavy heart right now, and I had to ground myself like before I went live, just because obviously thinking about what happened today, talking about it in my house with my family, and it's just crazy, like completely unnecessary. Um, and I will say this: if you disagree with anything that I just said, this channel is not for you. Like, you're in the wrong place. All right. Um, with all of that said, let's dive right into it. I guess really quickly first, I'm going to go over some stuff on ES. This is becoming like a big frustration for me. The like the sell side, buy side, high volume nodes. Even though I line up the candles and it's really like dead on, it still doesn't hit the same on SPY. And I would highly recommend charting these on ES and trading off of them for SPY if you're trading SPY. Last night, when price came up to here, I said live, or not live, but I said in Keenan's Discord in front of everybody, I don't trust it. I'm not going to short it. But then I was proven wrong, right? They ended up coming down to here, which at this point I called out that I was in long, right? And that my target was 65.37, right? And we tagged it, I think, to a T. Yeah. Literally top ticked it. And then they sold off, and then they came up and they hit it again, ended up going through. I was pretty sure, I'm sure you guys know, like I mentioned yesterday, pay attention how many times we hit this level in the overnight session. Because if we're below it, you know, we've hit it several times and we open up, don't expect a rejection there. Because I was expecting them to break through and do this, right? Anyway, so I took the long from here up to here and then closed. Made my money last night. I woke up this morning and I saw that we were up here, trading up in new all-time highs. Thank you, El Rookie. I appreciate that. It's very kind of you. And I just decided I don't want to trade this day. So I apologize. Like, I know I had mentioned possibly going live, but this just isn't something I'm interested in trading. And then when I saw them do this and come down and tap here, I was like, oh, this is a buy. But I wasn't even at my computer, so I wasn't able to trade it. And then the rest of the day, I don't know, it was just kind of like a slow, choppy grind down. I saw this and I figured good long, but again, I wasn't at my computer. I saw this and again, I figured good long. And when this happened here, I was like, oh, there's, you know, this is like our fourth retest, I guess, or third retest of this support turn or resistance turn support. And I figured, oh, they're probably going to end up slicing and going lower. Again, it could have gone either way, but I would not try to play it long on the third or fourth touch of this level. And then I saw them break below here, come back and retest. I was like, oh, this is a good short. And you should target here. And that's what they did. And then I figured here, reverse and play it back long up to here. But this was the end of the day. And they basically just chopped. And then they finally did hit it in the last few minutes. But anyway, I didn't trade any of that. I just traded from here to here in the overnight session. So that's it. I'm going to delete this now. I literally just left it on to show you guys, but I really think you guys should start charting these on ES and trading them off of ES. They're just so accurate. And then you look at SPY and like we never touched it until like way late in the day, and just like at a completely different place. So let me delete all of this stuff. Oh, I guess they did do this that we were looking for was calls if they came down into this range. If you got in at the top, then you would have lost money at the end. But if you did play down around the bottom part, single prints, you would have made some good money. Anyway, let me erase all this stuff. Actually, I do not need to erase that one. There we go. Oh, and then also our 653.50 price target got hit on that bull flag. Not very much we could do with it unless you happen to swing calls. But yeah. Let me just erase all of this really quick, and then we will dive into the option setups that I have. I'm pretty sure we're going to be going even higher. Yeah, I'm pretty disappointed with myself today, Eris, because for one, I saw the short here, right? And I didn't trust it. I saw the long here and I took it and it hit my price target perfectly. And then I saw a few other, I think like 3 trades today where I knew they were good, but I just wasn't feeling it today as far as trading. And I don't like to go against that, you know? And so basically I just feel like there's 4 setups that I saw. Every single one of them worked out. And like, why didn't I trust myself is how I'm feeling. And I guess this is a good thing to talk about, you know, this all comes down to, you know, like our psychological, or the psychology of trading. Generally, I don't have an issue. Generally, I'll place my trades. I either get stopped out or it goes to my price target. And, you know, like it just is what it is. Like, it doesn't affect me either way. Today, I think today and yesterday, for whatever reason, I've had some hesitation and trepidation, like, and I don't know what's causing it because nothing's changed. I'm actually doing very well. I think for anybody that sees this, you'll understand exactly how big this is. Why is this wrong? That's why. What in the hell is this all about? Okay, sorry, bear with me for just a second. So weird. It's still wrong. What the fuck? I'm so confused right now. Okay, that's correct. What? Okay, I guess I'll just have to show you guys. I don't understand why this is wrong. Oh. I think I know now. That's weird. Okay. That was weird. I figured it out now. So I'm going to show you guys, like I always just try to be transparent. So I'm going to literally just straight up show you guys my account, my trading, wins, losses, everything, P&L. This is for a smaller account. And when I tell you guys basically what it is, like, should be fairly impressive, I think. So this account, if we go, why is it January? Okay, there. So was started July 28th, right? It was started as a $2,000 account. So this is the profit from basically the last few days of July. August, where I didn't trade a ton, but it's decent. I'll, much smaller than I normally will make, but I'm not going to complain about this at all, especially that I didn't trade a lot of days. Like I basically missed this entire week. And then this is September, right? I literally don't have a reason to be feeling, any kind of way as far as taking a trade. I've been doing good, right? Like for the month of September, I'm up 1,000 in 4 trading days. And then like, I don't know the exact math, but I'm basically up like 150% on the account, which is insane. And we'll say like a month and a half, like 6 weeks roughly. Hey, what's up, Nora? And then you can see like there's really just no drawdown, like a tiny bit here, tiny bit here, and then it's all just up, 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 up. My profit factor is really good. So basically, your profit factor, you want anything over 1. would indicate a profitable trading system. I'm at 2.48. And again, I'm not doing anything crazy. My daily win percent is good. My overall is still good. 66.7% win rate. It's everything that I preach to you guys, right? Like, this is literally everything I talk about when I talk about trading. Everything that you should be aiming to do, right? And you can see, like, my drawdown is nothing. So anyway, I don't know why the last couple of days, like, something has been bothering me psychologically, like, where I'm feeling hesitant to put on a trade. I need to, like, have a conversation with myself and, dive inside and I don't know, like, be like, hey, like, you're just doing the math, right? 60, 70% win rate, 50% win rate, 1 risk, 2 reward. You're going to take losses. Your wins need to be bigger than your losses. You're going to make money, right? So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys. I don't know why I'm being affected or what's affecting me. Nothing's changed. Still doing the same grind. And if I keep grinding, the way that I am, like turning 2K into 4,500 in 6 weeks is insane. You do that, month over month over month, that becomes millions very quickly. So I don't know. Again, I don't know what the hesitation is. But anyway, with that said, let's hop into our option setups for tomorrow. First one we're going to look at is going to be AMD. I forgot to put it, but this also plays into what we were talking about yesterday at the end of the stream. Somebody asked about, strong highs, strong lows, weak highs, weak lows, so on and so forth. And as you can see on this one, well, actually, let me do this first and then we'll zoom in. But entry over 159.25, we're going to grab calls. First trim 160 and 60 cents. Second trim 161, close at 161.80. This will be a day trade, quick in and out. Hopefully they give us, just like a really quick move. The only thing that I'm worried about is with, CPI in the morning, that they just blow this out, before we even get a chance to take it. But hopefully that's not the case. But that very easily could happen. It would have today, right? Like, they gapped up pretty big overnight. So anyway, back to what I was talking about. When we were talking about, like our strong highs, you have to figure out where to close your trade. Most likely, they'll come up something like this, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Maybe come to here and then reject hard. Very unlikely that we would go to here. And if we do, that's like instant puts, right? If we make a double top here, which is basically what they've done here, right? From here to here, they basically made a double top and you got like a really strong reaction down, right? So anyway, we are using exactly what we preach and what we talk about. We're going to be closing this before we get anywhere near this strong high. That way they don't come up there and smack it down before you can close your trade. Okay. Thank you, Aries. Appreciate that. Our next one is going to be Coinbase. This is actually going to go, it looks like they want to go parabolic on this. So however you guys want to do this is kind of up to you. I'm going to be calling this out as a day trade. And really the same thing. We have a strong high at the top. We're going to be closing before we get to this strong high. You could target something like this, but above here, you're kind of taking on a lot of risk, right? But I mean, you could like set your stop loss fairly tight and, you know, hope that they make it up to there. Um, but for me, I would just be closing at 323.07. Anyway, over 318 and 50 cents, we're going to grab calls. First trim 320.35, second trim 321 and 75 cents, and then close at 323.07. Now here's the big kahuna. I'm not even showing it on my screen. The pretty sure they're targeting this. So if you want to target this, more power to you. This trade that I'm giving out is going to be a day trade. If you wanted to target something like this, you are going to want to do... Yeah, I don't think that's realistic. This was a big move, right? So we're looking at 40-ish points. Actually, sorry, more. 45 points. So on average, how long does it generally take them to move 45 points? Wow, this doesn't seem very big. What the hell? Is that right? I'm like losing my mind. So it's like 3 days? Yeah, like 3 days, 4 days. Anyway, if you want to target this, I would recommend getting contracts like 2 weeks out. They probably do it in a week, but give yourself some time so data doesn't destroy you. Okay. Little Minds asking how I find AMD to be the play for tomorrow, or how do I find my plays besides SPY. I mean, I can show you. I've shown people before, but it's not going to help you. Because you don't have access to what I have. And I'm not saying that like in a bragging way. It's just the reality of what it is. Let me see. Sometimes this lags my computer really hard, so or actually not my computer, it lags the YouTube stream. Hopefully that doesn't happen, because sometimes the stream doesn't recover even when I close the program. That's why I do it like really off screen, but I will kind of show you my process. Again, it's not going to help you. So I will say, and again, I'm only saying this because somebody asked a question. Whoa. Shorty just did a special where all of the indicators I'm about to show you. So like these here, the clouds, these cost over $100,000 to develop. They're very accurate. They work very well. The other indicator that I'm going to show is called full send. It calculates Elliott waves. So like here's a good example where it's telling you full send. When you get a full send, so like it's counting Elliott waves. So like this is the first wave, this is the second wave, This is the third. This is the fourth. This is the fifth. I'll kind of explain what it's doing. And then this is like on a massive time frame. So each candle represents 1 week. And this is 3-year chart. So we get the 1, we get the 2. That's always going to be the smallest move on Elliott waves. And then the move up to 3 is generally pretty choppy, right? But it's one of the bigger moves. When you get 3, from 3 to 4 is generally like significantly smaller than 2 to 3. And it can be choppy sometimes, but it's just not the move we try to catch, because if you look at 4 to 5, basically how Elliott waves work is that 5 is going to be higher than 3, right? So for the Elliott wave to complete, they need to break above 3, and that would give you 5. And then you can see in this example, when 4 triggers, 4 to 5 was pretty straight up. Like there was 1, 2, 3, 4 red candles, and the rest are all green. So 4 to 5 is the straighter, and generally like that move that is going up at a faster pace than the rest, right? So that's why the full send triggers on 4, because that move from 4 to 5 is generally the best, fastest move, right? So that's how Elliott waves work. And the issue with Elliott waves, like doing it manually, you don't really know where to calculate. And this indicator does it for you. So anyway, what I was saying is Shorty, he's doing a special right now where if you're interested, lifetime Discord access, lifetime access to the clouds, lifetime access to the full send indicator, $1,200 one-time fee. Again, I don't care if you guys want it or not. I wouldn't have even brought it up except somebody asked, right? And I hate to show this and be like, oh, sorry, this is how I do it, but you can't use it. But so for people that do sign up, I have videos explaining the process like really in depth. And then I also give like this grid that I use here. I send people a link so they can just add this to their TOS really quickly without having to create it themselves. Pretty time consuming to do yourself. But basically what I do is I have this list here. It's a watch list, and it's ATR greater than 2. So basically any stock that has a move larger than 2 points per day will show up on this watch list. And then the other key to this watch list is they need to have an average true range greater than 2, but they also have to be optionable. So there might be ticker symbols, that have an average move of 2 points or more per day, but that don't have option contracts. They won't show up on this list. So everything here has options. And basically what I do is I just click through it. You can't really see it because my full send is underneath, but basically I think like if I do this, I have this grid linked to, bro, like, can you stop being difficult? It refuses to like let me put it partially on my screen. Let me try making it smaller. Can I do that? No, you suck. Can you not snap back down to my other monitor for absolutely no reason? So basically, these grids and this are linked together. So like if I click ABBV, then all of this switches to ABBV, right? And what I'm looking for is where if I have full sends on the bottom, that means price is going up. If the full sends are on the top, price is going down. And basically, like if we go through or I'm not going to go through a bunch, but when we get down to AMD, and I should add, like, the full sends on the lower time frames, I don't really care about too much. So, like, this is 5-day 10-minute. This is 5-day 15-minute. This is 5-day 20-minute. This is where I start to care. 30-day 30-minute, right? 30-day 1 hour. 30-day 65-minute. And now I really care. 30-day 2 hour. And now I care even more. 30-day 4 hour. These here, the 1 year, 1 day, 3 year, 1 week, I don't really look at unless I'm trying to buy like some leaps. But when I see like 30-minute, 1 hour, 65-minute, 2 hour, 4 hour, all saying there's a full send, I get really excited. To give you guys an example, what was the ticker? Was it Netflix? This will probably be a little bit hard to show you guys, but I think here. Actually, I don't know if this is it or not. I feel like it was a full send down. Actually, we can check. If we look at our thing here, was it this? I think so. 326. Yeah, I think that was it. So that's 8.7. It's not going to let me go back that far. What we can probably do is look at like the higher time frame for... No, I can't even go back on this one. Anyway, for those of you that remember the Netflix play, I want to say it was like 90 points. Something like that. And we had a full send on 30-minute, 1 hour, 65-minute, 2 hour, and 4 hour. I don't think there was one on a higher time frame. Oh, it's here. Right? 321. And we played it on 326. That doesn't make sense. Oh, it was a full send down. I don't even remember. Whatever. We called out a 90-point move, and it was based on full send here, 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 and here. And whenever I see those 5 all lining up with each other, I get a chubby. And then there's more to it than just that, right? So that's the first thing. I look at the grid. Do I have full sends? Yes or no? Then from there, where is AMD? I look at this. Oh, shoot, that I did not want to do. This might be, I don't know, like what the best way to explain this to you guys. But so, these are the flat clouds, so like you can't really see like the movement of the clouds. Maybe I can just do this. I don't know. Oh, I've got an idea. I think that's it. Is it gonna work? Let's just do like, I don't know, weekly. Hopefully this works. There we go. And then let me hide all of these. It's not really letting me show you guys very much. But basically, shit. I want to be able to see more. Okay. So there's a few, so like you can see up here, the cloud is like dark gray. And then here it changes to like translucent and then goes back to, or whatever, like light gray, but not translucent, not as translucent. Here, light gray, translucent, whatever. When it's colored like this, it means price should not be able to break through it. When it's clear like this, it means price can go through it. But what we're looking for is, like when we come down to the clouds, we're looking for a bounce and then preferably like a retest, and that would be where you get in. And then you generally play it to the far side. If for whatever reason, unfortunately, like I'm not seeing a great example. Like normally when you break below the clouds and you retest, you would get in short. Or if you break above the clouds, retest, you would get in, or get in long, get in calls. Break below, retest, get in puts. If you break inside, or whatever, if you come from above or break inside and then retest like this, you would be getting in and targeting the far side, right? Or even if they came down, gave you a retest, and then you would target the far side. But in this case, we come back inside, retest, and go to the far side. Here, again, break above, retest, you would get in calls here and play it up, right? And then this here, where we break below, retest, you would be getting in short or get in puts, right? So that kind of is an explanation of the clouds. Let me now remove this one. Wait, that's not what I want to do. Show these ones. Okay. So then now that I've explained to you guys how they work, basically, what I'm looking at should make a lot more sense to people. Here we broke above this 4-hour cloud, right? And then we went up to the weekly top, sold off from there, and now we're retesting the 4-hour top. And so from here, I'm looking for a bounce back out of here, back up to the weekly top, right? And so if we kind of look at the trade, this is 159.20. So you can see I'm getting in 159.25. So I'm giving them like 5 cents to fake out or whatever. And then I'll be hopping in calls. And then ultimately I could be targeting that 162, but again, with that strong high, I'm good. I'll get out before that. If we look at coin, it's an even nicer setup. Where same kind of thing, we have full send 30 minute, 1 hour, 65 minute, and that's it. There is also one here on the 1 year, 1 day, right? And that's it. But then when we look at the clouds, basically the same thing. They broke above the 4-hour top. They're retesting the top. If we break out above, we want to get in, and you could play it all the way up to 330. Why do I have higher? Oh, the weekly top. I need to fix this now. Sorry. They're targeting 330. My bad. Or at least this will be their second target. Their first target is going to be 330. Yeah. Dude, is that my doorbell? It's not. So this is going to be their first target. Okay. This will be their second target if they do it. Thank you, Gigi. Appreciate that. So basically, that's how I go about finding my option setups. And again, I hate to be like, I can show you, but it's not going to help you, but that's just the reality of it. You do, you can buy those indicators if you want to, but errors, a stock shouldn't be able to move 1K without being halted. I mean, it depends, like, can't move 1K%. It would have to move 10%, get halted, and then keep going after that. I'm going to read through the chat really quick. Thank you, Banner. I appreciate that comment. Eras, stop getting your ass smacked in the market, okay? Thank you again, El Rookie. That's kind of rough, Eras. So again, I need to figure out how to like pull up comments on the screen, but Eras is saying, when I lose 3 trades in a row, it does start to weigh on me that my next trade needs to be successful. I don't know. I just need more knowledge, I guess. I'll get there. If you're in the back of your head, you've taken a loss or 2 or 3 or whatever it is, and in the back of your head, you're feeling like my next trade needs to be a winner, or I need to make up the losses that I took, then you're not ready to trade. That's it. Done, period. Don't trade. You have to wait until you're mentally ready before you even consider taking another trade. Okay? Sorry, still reading through the chat here. Well, thank you, Elite Mark, but I couldn't find it. But I'm glad somebody remembers. Hey, what's up, Triple G? The Great Randinator, you're saying Lumen and Lumen Technologies. I don't know if you're asking me to look at it, but I'm not doing requests right now. I don't really have time. Let me close this. So errors, as soon as price crosses through my level, you get in. What about Snap? I mean, we gave out the play on Snap, right? It was... Sorry, I'm going to check my account right now because I don't remember off the top of my head. January 15th calls for 2027. $10 January 15th calls of 2027. You could still hop in now. I'm only up $6 on the trade, so it's not like you would be chasing. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's get into charting SPY here. I got a big old thick boy pork loin on the smoker right now. So I need to get through this so I can go peek on it and make sure it's okay. I have to go show it some love. Smack it on the butt a little bit. Daily levels, and then we have single prints. Oh, is it? Ooh. Kind of figured as much. Oh, yeah, it is. Well, this candle needs to close, but yeah. Put your orders here at 65.40. And then we have a poor low here at the bottom. Again, I would recommend just getting these, charting these on your, whatchamacallit thingamajigger bopper on ES, and trading high volume nodes off of ES, even if you're trading SPY. Because the levels never line up perfect. Excuse me. That yawn just came out of nowhere. I'm just going to go ahead and say that this is a buy-side high volume node. Excuse me. Because at this point it basically is. Here's your coordinates. It looks like on all of these, though, you need to shift them up just a little bit. Like probably need to bring it like up to here or something. Like 52.50. Maybe bring it up a quarter. Maybe we should just do that and just kind of see if that makes the difference for us. Actually, let's just try like 20 cents. There. Let's see how that ends up looking. 62.35 to 652.58 to 652.35. Gosh, that was hard to say. 720 candle. You're funny, Triple G. I have something healing on my face. I'll probably be live with a face cam tomorrow, but yeah. Excuse me. I'm tired. All right. You heard that today? Ares, I talked about that yesterday. I'm pretty confused because we literally talked about that yesterday. And you're here for like every video. So, I don't know. It is true. All right. So let's look at our fear and greed index. I'm probably going to be wrong today, but I think greed, but they're probably going to be neutral again. Yeah, exactly. I don't understand how we're neutral here, but that's whatever. News for tomorrow. An hour and 15 minutes before the open, Europe main refinancing rate monetary policy statement. An hour before the market opens, we have core CPI, PPI, or CPI, month over month, CPI year over year, unemployment claims. This is probably going to be bad. This is probably going to be good. And then in Europe, 45 minutes before the open, ECB press conference. It's going to be wild. So expect a lot of volatility, at least before the market opens tomorrow. My gosh. if we gap down, I don't like to do this, but this whole area, look for calls. I'm about to spell initially wrong. I think it has... Okay. All right. You go and post everything. If you have questions, now's the time. And then Shorty will be live in about 2 hours, just a FYI. Shoot. Kind of annoying to have to post this in different places. That's wild, errors. I don't like. I was pretty confused. I'm like, dude, I literally covered that yesterday, and you heard it today. Okay. No worries, Nathan. All right, everybody. Looks like we do not have any questions. Again, Shorty will be live tomorrow. Sorry, live in about 2 hours. I'm gonna go work on my pork. The what was I gonna say? Changing the baby. All right, everybody. As always, much love, much respect. Um, I don't want to be too weird, but a lot of you know I work in an industry where I see death a lot, right? So when I say stuff like this, it's from that perspective, basically. Um, but um, I don't know. Just always make sure you hug your loved ones. Make sure they know they're loved and appreciated. Um, Tomorrow's never promised. Today was a good reminder of that for us, um, and just be good people, Anyway, as always, much love and respect, everybody. And hopefully, the more and more you hear me say that, the more and more you know that it's sincere. Um, just be good people. There's already too much hate in the world. Anyway, much love, everyone. Take care. Peace out. We will see you tomorrow.